Gluten free?
No.
Charlie, we dance?
We're live.
We're live.
Okay, welcome back.
That
We
way.
have
I'm gonna ask for,
decisions. Can I jump in?
sure.
Okay, we have 4 decisions in front of us. The special education study language, the homestead exemption, the supplemental spending, and the foundation formula. Those are the 4 straw polls that are left. I recommend we do them in that order.
Say it again. What were they?
Special education study, the homestead exemption, the supplemental spending, and the foundation formula.
Right. We're missing one committee member.
He's right here.
We're missing one committee member.
Voted the whole thing.
It's changed.
Representative
Emily.
Higley, I was just saying that we have 4 things to straw poll. Special education study, the homestead exemption language, the supplemental spending language, and the foundation formula language. And I think we should do it in that order.
Instead of going 74 section by 74 section.
Right.
Yes. Does that work for everyone?
Who does?
Okay. So would someone like to move the special education? Representative Holcomb, would you like to move the special education study?
Probably the second that we add that into the bill, special education, that language, for being health.
Great. All those in favor? All those opposed?
10-1-0 is what I have. Right?
On the homestead exemption language. Does anyone need anything else on that? Spent a lot of time over it, a lot of time on it.
Well, I'm
already.
sorry, I do. If we could just have a little review of where we're at with that right now.
So do you want staff to do that or do you want me to do that?
Go
Representative?
ahead, Madam Chair, that's fine. Well,
Me?
John, does that change from the?
yes,
1.1?
please.
No.
So that's the language that we looked at this morning, this afternoon. I don't know when. With the steps, we're moving away from a property tax credit to an income eligible exemption on the value of folks' homestead. We stepped it by income brackets.
Mhm. Oh, yes, right, that was this afternoon, yeah, okay.
And by property values. It creates a really lovely smooth curve without cliffs. We've never had that before. That's very exciting.
Yeah, this-
And
Julia was telling us about the $3,000 step
Mhm.
there. Yeah.
exactly. And it leaves intact the existing municipal exemption.
I
Anyone?
would move that we accept the proposed property homestead exemption as contained in the draft.
Draft 2.1.
Yes, because it's the same as 1.1. Yep.
All those in favor? All those opposed?
10-1-0, the different one.
I'm gonna blame you anyway, Mark.
Okay, the next part is the supplemental, and there's someone at my door, so I'll be right back and let you guys figure out the final details of that.
Thank you. Supplemental district spending. Yes.
At 10%.
With the 10%,
Yeah.
but, and everything else that goes with it.
And based on
Cap, right?
10% cap based on educational opportunity payment.
And the tax rate of the lowest
Yes,
tax capacity district.
yes.
Representative Odie, motions. Yes.
This was the decision of the district, not the decision of the state.
Right.
Right.
District members want to spend over the education opportunity payment. For whatever reason they feel necessary.
Okay, Madam Chair, Representative Orley has moved the supplemental district spending from draft 2.1 favorable.
All those in favor? All those opposed?
Wow, 1100.
Last is foundation formula. I would move that we find the foundation formula favorable.
Any discussion needed on that?
Yes, so this question is to move to a foundation formula, but we're not saying which one, right?
It is, it's to move, it's the language about the foundation formula. So it's moving to a foundation formula in a few years. That is the cost factor approach, and then moving from the cost factor approach to the evidence-based approach.
So is there a figure in this?
The
1533.
figures are from Professor Colby that we got yesterday. And
What
they
do you got?
reflect current spending as efficiently and effectively as possible to meet student outcomes with our current system, so that we can build the system of the future and move to evidence-based numbers and possibly reduce spending in the future when this, as the policy in the bill takes effect.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, may I say that we might agree with the concept here, but might not agree with the whole bill.
Yeah. And this is always true. I imagine this will be a different bill when it comes back to us, and there's gonna be a lot of time in a committee conference and a lot of time next year. And I think we're all doing the best we can with what we have right now.
Representative Higley.
The vote on the whole bill is gonna be Tuesday morning. Okay,
It's scheduled for 8:30. I just want to confirm that works for everyone.
Yeah.
Here in this very room.
In that very room. I
Yeah.
hope to be sitting in that chair with my nice little gray scarf that's still there without me.
I'm just gonna sleep here. It's been really nice to be here the whole time. It's so good.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor of, oh, yeah.
Representative Feltus.
I'm concerned about the base amount of 15,033 being set there, plus all of those weights. I would want to consider a lower amount, 13,200.
Discussion.
Representative Holden.
If we shift the base, we have to shift the weight as well. I can't do one without a study that tells us the right weight. I think what it's describing is where we currently are in terms of what we project as the needed level of spending. I think it's a starting point. I don't think it's an end point. But I don't think we can shift the base without shifting the weights.
Madam Chair, I'm going to ask for 5 minutes.